Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I am Princess T. This is my very first YouTube video, so if you're watching it, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do the things. Today I'm doing a story time about my worst exes and what I learned from them. Don't worry, it's not negative, but it's juicy. So I'm going to talk about 4 of my worst exes. I didn't write anything down because I didn't want to overthink it, but 3 of them are boys, 1 of them is a girl. My friends, my family, in case you didn't know that, don't ask me any questions. 1 of them was a girl. I think I'm even going to start with her. So this girl, let's call her Jane. Jane was always on my case. In the beginning, it was all sweet, it was all candy, you know, I was exploring my sexuality. Just a non-disclaimer, I'm not promoting. I'm not saying that you should if you don't want to, just making it clear that that's what I was doing. I was exploring my sexuality. So this girl comes in my DMs and she's on some... Also, since I was exploring my sexuality, I would post memes that are open about bisexuality or lesbianness and whatnot. So slid into my DMs with some hey. I've been lurking from around the corner and I was wondering if I could get to know you, and I'm like, okay, so this is gonna be interesting. And we're talking, we're getting all sweet, we're getting all comfortable with each other, and then she gets a little bit clingy. We went out this one time and I was feeling good. I paid for her movie, I paid for her ice cream, I paid for her snacks. I was on my shit, you know, like it was a whole big thing. She was the first girl I had ever been like that with. So after that day, now it's like, I don't know, there's this one thing my mom always says, where does it end when it starts? Because it's like from that day, she's like, okay, she's my daddy, she's gonna pay for my shit, she's gonna watch it, call me on some, it was always, come see me, come do this for me, you do this for me, you do that for me, and that didn't really sit right with me. In the beginning, it was okay. I felt some control, and I don't know, I'm not controlling, no matter what my friends might say. I am not, but I like having my way, and I like it when I'm sort of in charge. So it was when, so even all the time in the beginning it was cute, it was okay, but then later it became annoying, and I tried to tell her, like, relax, I can't always be coming to your house, you can come to my house, even if we're just gonna watch a movie and talk and eat food you cook or eat food I cook. We could come eat snacks, it's okay, as long as we're around each other, right? And actually, I forgot something very important, very vital. So in the beginning when she told me she was lurking, that's like day 1. Day 2, she hits me up on some, let's date. Just like that, let's date. Oh, okay. So our relationship was very one-sided. I mean, she'd say cute things to me. I miss you, baby, I love you, what, things like that. But all in all, it was not, there was no reciprocity. It was very one-sided. She'd call me and she'd tell me I'm out of data, buy me data. I started feeling like a sugar daddy when I was only 17. So, but then from that one, I learned that you need to know people before you decide to make anything with them. You need to know people before you decide to move forward or to become something, because we just became girlfriend and girlfriend. We just became girlfriend and girlfriend, like, instantly. There wasn't much getting to know you. We barely got to know each other. We did not get to know each other before we decided to get to be together. So I learned that you need to get to know somebody, and some things need to be made clear. You need to establish them between the two of you. Like, okay, it's like this, and it's like that. Otherwise, if you do not communicate, then what are you doing? You're going to keep on finding yourselves falling into the same ditches. You run around in a circle, fall into this ditch, run around, fall into the same ditch, or if you don't communicate, because things won't be made clear. So I learned about communication. I learned about establishing friendship before you go into a relationship. When I was with, what name did I give her? Jane. When I was with Jane. The second ex is going to be named John. I'm having fun with the J's. There's no connection. None of them's names start with the J, just in case you're feeling like putting pieces together. Second one, I'm going to name him John. John and I met on Facebook. Don't do it, kids. Don't. Just don't do it. John and I talked. We talked for a long ass time. He asked me out the first time, you know, you seem like you're my type, baby girl. Let's make this happen. Those were his words. Let's make this happen. And sir, let's make what happen? So he says, I've been thinking about this, and I was waiting for the right time to ask you, would you be my girlfriend? And I'm like, no problem, because he was my friend. We were cool, to be honest. But then I had literally never, ever seen a picture of him in my life. To be honest, I didn't mind. I didn't care. So after we got together, after I became his girlfriend, and I was all booed up, and I was feeling like, I got a man's. Then he says, let's go out for a movie. No, I must rephrase. He says, let me take you out for a movie. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I just got a boyfriend, now he wants to take me out. You know, let me take you out usually means I'm paying for your shit, right? So he says, let me take you out for a movie. I just want to treat my girlfriend, you know. I'm like, okay. So we're just going for a movie. And he says, yeah, we're just going for a movie just to talk. I just want to meet you. And he's, okay, oh, that's all he said. He's like, I want to meet you. I want to kiss you, you know. You know boys. You know boys. You know them. So he made the date, and I look pretty, I look cute, you know, like, okay, I look as cute as I could look, okay. And I look cute. I went out, I got to the mall, and he says, meet me here. I'm wearing a white shirt with black jeans, I remember, like it was yesterday. He was wearing a white shirt with blue jeans. And that's all he told me. And I remembered when he said that, actually when I got to the mall, I remember that I have never seen this boy in my life. So then I asked him, what you wearing? Because I couldn't start asking for a picture. It was too late. What are you wearing? And he says white shirt and black jeans. Okay. So I got there. I'm even going there, shaking my fingers, texting, okay, baby, I'm coming. Shaking my mouth. Very excited. I'm going to see my boyfriend. I am 5'7". I'm a pretty tall girl. 5'7". And I reach, and Mr. Me is about this height. So now I'm thinking, what is happening? Because I'm certain we talked about this. I said I'm a tall girl, and he's like, I'm a tall guy. And it was a wrap. It was enough for me. I mean, it's not like I'm always looking out for the nice looking boys. But we should be honest with each other. We should talk. You know what I mean? So I'm a tall guy. I was confused. And then he looks at me and he's like, hey, baby. And I was thinking, the audacity. You're here, shaking your teeth, saying, hey baby, hey baby. So I get there and he says, I find him at the till of the ticket place. I told him I had arrived. He was by the till, Fresh View Cinema. And then he shows me his ticket. And he says, oh, I got my ticket. I was waiting for you. And in my head, I was like, what? I mean, I carried my money for my ticket and everything because you always have to have your own backup. Because boys, you can't depend on these boys. You can't. You should. I'm not saying bad things about boys. I'm just saying that you should have your own. Sometimes, you should have your own. It's my very first YouTube video. I'm not going to use any cuss words. I'm behaving myself. Plus, subscribe to my channel if you have gotten this far in the video. Subscribe. So he gets, yeah, where was I forgot. I legit forgot. He's holding his ticket in his hands and he says, I was waiting for you. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm here. And then he's like, okay, buy your ticket, we go. And I was like, baby boy. But I bought my ticket. And when I was buying my ticket, he walked to the popcorn stand and he bought his popcorn. So then I bought my popcorn, and at that point I didn't even want to be there anymore. I did not want to be there anymore. I'm like, you know, I might as well just go home at this point. Like, what am I doing? I mean, he was a pretty boy. He was mad cute. But short boys are cute. But short boys are. But you should be honest. I know a number of girls who like short boys, but I'm 5'7". I mean, if you had told me, I don't know what to expect. So I'm not defending myself. I'm just making this clear. We go for the movie, we watch it, and he has the audacity, to lean in for some. Where's that kiss we're talking about? And I'm like, I think I forgot it at my house because hey, no signal. No signal. And as that relationship, we didn't break up or anything. As that relationship went on, at that point I realized I'm not dating anybody I met over the phone anymore. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I should meet you and talk to you and interact with you a few times so I can know what you're really like. As that relationship went on, he started feeling like I need him. Not that I want him, but I need him. So we'd have a fight and he'd be like, you know, I'm very busy, I've got things to do, I've got what? And I'd be like, sir. And I would text him and he won't text me back. He texts me back at night. Oh, I was busy, I was occupied. You know, Mundia, my name is Mundia. You can't be my only focus. I can't be talking to you all the time. I have other things to do as well. And I'm like, you know what, sir? Friend, brother. You can devote all your time to those other things. I can't do this anymore. People get busy, but people should communicate with one another. I have been with people who have clearly said, I'm going to class, I'll text you in a few hours. I have clearly said, I'm not tired, I'm going to sleep. Plus, my friends know I'm a bad texter. But they still communicate. And they still know that 8 times out of 10, I will communicate also. And I was his girlfriend, bro. So, what was with the attitude? What was with the I've got other things to do? Like, I am not even on the list of the things you have to do when I'm not around. How does that work? But then when he texts me and I don't reply immediately, so you don't care about me anymore. So now I'm just a name that you look by My name should be pinned on your chats. I should be on the top. I should be a priority. And I'm like, no. No, no, no. I learned, what did I learn from John? I learned, for starters, to know people before you really get involved with them. I learned to know people for longer because I was his friend, I was his homie. We talked for some time. You know, we became acquainted but didn't become friends. Sometimes it gets awkward getting into relationships with your friends, but sometimes it's super, super, super worth it. You just have to know which friends. Because there are some friends I would never, ever, ever, ever become more than friends with. Not because it wouldn't work or because I don't think we would get along or things would change. It wouldn't. It's just that I appreciate the friendship that we have. And sometimes that's what it's supposed to be. Sometimes that's where it ends. But relationships hit different when you start off as friends. So for my next ex, 60 minutes. For my next ex, I'm going to mention James. Yeah, he's going by the name James. Told you I'm going crazy with the J's. James. I just remembered a few things and no. So James was my first love. I'm going to be a little bit fast on this. I don't want this first video to be too long. I don't want you guys to be discouraged. I just want you to watch it and enjoy it, and I want you to come back next time. If you have not subscribed, you need to stop and subscribe. Today I'm doing a story time. In my description I said I do story times, advice, Q&As, and whatever you want. Honestly, I'll be going with the flow on this channel, so subscribe and ride this wave. Oh, I feel good right now. So James was a whole big problem. James was that boyfriend that you say, you know what, I'm done. I know I love him, but I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I'm done. And then you're gonna sleep and wake up and James will be on some I'm sorry, and you'll be like, hey.
I was playing.
And your friends will ask you what was going on and you'll be like, I was playing. Because James was toxic. James was high-key toxic. James didn't want me hanging out with my friends, but I thought it was because he loved me. James didn't want me wearing certain things, but I thought it was because he cared and he was being protective. Stay woke, girls. Stay woke. James constantly. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. As I was saying, James was constantly hanging out. James was constantly with his ex all the time. Oh, I'm just driving her to school. I'm just driving her here. No. And his ex is a super hoe. Like,
I don't like you. I don't like your energy. Stay away, demon.
I'm not hating. I'm not. But I've heard stories and I'm not dumb. I'm not. She's a super hoe. So I didn't doubt anything was going on. Wait, I doubted in the beginning. I'm like, nah, he wouldn't do me like that. But then at some point I'm like, we became distant. But even when we're distant, we are together. But at some point our relationship started feeling like a trap. Like, we barely saw each other, but we couldn't spend time with anyone else. Because if he sees me post a picture of me with my friend I was hanging out with, he'd be on some baby. What was going on? Who were you with? Who was that? What were you doing? And I'm like, that was my friend that you have met, that you know is just my friend. So why are you making it a big deal? I'm not comfortable with you being around them. I know how they see you. I know how I see you. And I'm like, not all niggas is the same, bro. They're not. He made a big deal out of everything. And when I decided that, you know what, I'll block your number, it didn't take much work. I blocked his number on WhatsApp. I blocked his Instagram. I blocked his Facebook. I forgot to block his actual number. He calls and he's like, baby, why can't I get in touch with you? And I'm like, because I blocked you. I told you I would. He pissed me off this one time. And he was on some, baby, I want to marry you and I want to have you, and I want you to have my babies. And he's all serious, all sentimental. I really love you. You're the only person I want. You're the only thing that matters to me. But I have something to tell you. And I'm like, what do you want to tell me? And then he says, I think we should take some time apart. And I said, if you think that is best, okay. And he says, no, that's not what I meant. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, I didn't mean we should break up. Like, did you not think that's how I was going to take it? That's what you said. We'll take some time apart. I said, okay. He said, all right. Comes back 2 hours later, baby, I want you back. And like, yeah. We're not doing that. Long story short, we were finally over. And from him, I learned that you really just can't push things. No matter how much you feel like this is the way it's supposed to be, this is what it was supposed to be like. No matter how much you feel that way, you can't push anything. You can't push anything. This video is getting a little too long, so I think I'm only going to say these 3. Please like my video, subscribe to your friends, subscribe for more story times, advice, Q&As with me and my friends, not only personal Q&As, but anything that you may want to know about girls, about guys, about people, about college. I'm studying in China. I am a 2nd year international economics and trade student. My Instagram is Mundia's Closet. Please follow me on Instagram. That's it for my first video. I was low-key nervous. Like, by low-key, I mean high-key. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. Thank you to my friends who subscribed before I posted this video. I appreciate all your support so much. Bye.